Joining us to review some of the headlines of today's newspapers from all around the world are Rise News analyst Emmanuel Afeni and Mr. Dayo Shobowale. Mr. Emmanuel Afeni, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Vimbai. Good afternoon, Niyi Oyelowo.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dayo.
Good afternoon.
We'll start the review with This Day, Nigeria's newspaper of record. We'll start with the story above the masthead. Dangote refinery malls, Lagos, London Stock Exchange listings. NNPC records 310 crude theft cases in 7 days. Yes, Dangote refinery planning to list. Yes. No, going public first, listing in the Nigerian Stock Exchange, and of course the London Stock Exchange. Both to be done. Of course, that information is being credited to Devakuma Edwin, an official of Dangote refinery. But earlier, Aliko Dangote, Africa's richest man, had told Financial Times that by December, Dangote refinery would have been listed in the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Dangote refinery, a global player.
Sure.
And
that's the global financial center.
Yes, I haven't dealt with the issue of a crude oil supply challenge by importing their crude from the United States of America. I'm sure they will be importing from elsewhere because you don't allow the so-called Nigerian factor to affect one of the world's biggest single train refinery. That kind of investment, you don't allow such challenges to hold you down. And I think it's a welcome development. I'm sure when they go to the stock exchange, that I'm sure you'll be interested in investing because we're talking oil here. Yes. So, well, we'll keep a track on that. Kudos to Aliko Dangote, visionary and an investor, not only just in Nigeria, but across Africa. Now, the lead story of this day, NJC holds emergency meeting next week over Kano Emirate to probe chief judges. Chief Justice of Nigeria summons Federal High Court Chief Judge, Kano's Chief Judge over conflicting court orders. NBA seeks disciplinary measures against culprits. Groups say their resistance not political. Of course, the Kano situation. Yes. And the judiciary being sucked into the conundrum with this conflicting injunction and judgment. And it's becoming embarrassing because lawyers and judges as officers in the temple of justice should not be seen to be abusing court processes.
Like Caesar's wife.
Yes, living above board. Now, the editor of This Day Lawyer, the Tuesday pullout in This Day Nigeria's newspaper of record, Nikepo Braithwaite, wrote an article this week. Yes, Kano Emirate, the law is uses and abuses. And she was on point when she said, those who are involved in this abuse of court processes in the Kano matter, that the NJC, the National Judicial Council, and the Legal Practitioners Disciplinary Committee should mete out appropriate punishment.
The NBA has spoken, the NBA chairman has spoken very eloquently.
Beyond speaking, we are saying
on that.
They should take action because there's a committee.
Can I say what he said? He has said they should summon the lawyers, the senior lawyers involved in this matter. Get me? And let them face disciplinary committee. Let them offer explanation. So I think that's a step in the right direction. So because look at Kano. What happened, remember, during the election, when the Supreme Court judge said they gave victory to both parties. That's similar.
It's an embarrassment to the judiciary.
It's the same circle.
Yes. So we'll just see what the NJC will do.
Come out with that emergency
Mr. Afeni, those points that were brought out in the legal pullout, they all seem to be very fundamental, jurisdiction, for example.
It is
very
trite law.
Straightforward, yes.
Where you expect every lawyer to know about. But here we are.
These are senior advocates involved in all the cases. They should know
So
better.
it's not as if they are ignorant of the law.
Of course, they are
Clearly,
they are
in
making-
case of abuse of court processes.
They are making an ass of the law. Sam,
Yeah.
how do I see?
Well, let's look at the Vanguard newspaper. 1 year in office, my government walking the talk. Tinubu fed Nigerians for 25 years of unbroken democracy. Says we must build a nation for generations unborn. Flags off recitation of new national anthem. Nigeria, we hail thee.
Where no man is oppressed.
To forward 2024 supplementary appropriation bill soon. National Assembly expecting your appropriation bill. Akpabio tells you, clearly, Dayo Shobowale, you are excited about this old school new anthem.
Oh yes. Whether old school or new school, it is now our anthem. And I love the words. I said that earlier.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I didn't know it would move this fast.
Well,
I did not know it would move this fast. I'm so happy.
seems
And you-
people are saying
and you
May
don't-
Can I sing it for you again?
No, please, please, spare me the agony.
Agony of your national anthem?
The agony of this colonial mentality.
Yes.
That you now prefer what the colonialists handed over to us.
That is your problem. See,
Well,
I love the words
Yes.
of it. And it's our national anthem. You can migrate if you don't like it.
Yes,
Eh?
no.
But this is our
We'll
national
wait.
anthem.
It's not the final word.
It is the final
For now,
anthem.
for
Yes.
now.
But
But
live within the law.
of course, is the national anthem now,
Of
according
course.
to law.
And I love
There's no problem about
I'm
that.
Nigerian.
What I'm saying
And
is
I love
that
it.
look, the effort
No
that was
tribe and
put,
tongue may differ.
the
In
effort that
brotherhood
was
we
put
stand.
into getting a new national anthem then, and if we are unsatisfied, that's my view about the wordings of the second national anthem.
This thing was done by your representative.
No, hold on. They did not consult
said
me.
the
They did not
voice-
consult their people. They just wanted to please the
So
president.
you are a member of parliament now.
They did not consult their
You heard
people.
what the senator said.
That-
I said the voice of people is the voice of God. He said the voice of the National Assembly is the voice of Nigerians.
Okay, for now.
Did you not elect them?
No, they are.
Wait
It's
until
not
next
a
election.
law. It is
You
not
Wait
a
until
law.
next
The
election.
voice of Nigeria
think-
as composed by British.
I think we take over.
No, that's anthem.
Well, let's
That's
just.
the duty of the legislator.
Well, anyway, yesterday, of course, celebrating 25 years of unbroken, uninterrupted democracy.
That's right.
What celebrating? If we know what happened to democratic practice in the past, First Republic, Second Republic. Yes, despite the flaws, but
Truncated
we
by
are
the military.
we are making progress.
Sure.
We just hope the politicians will behave themselves, ensure that they don't endanger this democracy we have. And of course, it was also an opportunity to look at President Tinubu's first year in office. Yes, praising
And let us
his
respect
administration.
our democracy.
Yeah.
No matter its force.
Yes, of course, but people must still speak if there are things are not going well. And the Guardian newspaper
democracy.
is talking about that. Of course, the new national anthem knocks cheers for Tinubu over Nigeria. We hail thee.
The knocks is from you now. The trial is from me.
And of course, that's how it is across,
Of course, democracy now.
across the country. Well, the Business Day newspaper also looking at Tinubu. So Tinubu's poor reform execution has investors wanting more. Of course, talking about what has happened to the Naira, the instability in the foreign exchange market. Yes, the reform initially, investors were excited, but with the instability, of course, a number of investors are also having a rethink. But also on the front page of the Business Day newspaper, Tinubu's first 4 year rated 4th after Obasanjo, Yaradua, Jonathan. Only better than his co-APC President Muhammadu Buhari, according to this report. I think a study they are quoting there. But we must just look at South Africa, what's happening in South Africa. Now, the Citizen newspaper, the people have spoken, yes. Well, with the results, the exit polls, ANC not likely to get the majority they've always had. But an alliance is in the works. The color of the ideology of that alliance Well, we just keep on watch. Will it be EFF? Or will the Zuma party also be part of the government? I don't see the ANC.
I'm just wondering, an alliance with Malema's EFF?
Yes, that's it will give it a different ideological color.
Explosive.
Well, any chance of aligning with the democratic alternative?
Mr. I like that you said, what color will this alliance take?
Because no pun intended.
But that's still a very big issue. The Democratic Alliance is still a predominantly white party. They've even lost some of their mixed race, so they're called in South Africa colored following, from a new party that emerged called the Patriotic Alliance. So you have a lot of sentiment at the moment with black voters who opted not to vote for ANC saying, oh no, what have we done? It looks like DA has gotten a lot of support. So question mark, because it still looks like there's a sentiment, as much as there's frustration with ANC, there's still sentiment that going to the Democratic Alliance is still somewhat selling out to the principles of a free South Africa, of going back to being ruled by the Caucasian class.
You know, South Africa is called the Rainbow Nation. It's not a matter of being white or black.
All right, so
Mr. Indian, so many people there.
Yeah, we have to.
That will determine its performance.
Very good, Mr.
The ANC has not delivered on democracy.
We have to take this. Very good. We have to take this breaking news, please. The NNPC Limited has signed the settlement agreement with ExxonMobil regarding the proposed $1.28 billion asset divestment deal of its 100% interest in Mobil producing Nigeria Unlimited to Seplat Energy Offshore Limited, Nigeria's foremost indigenous energy company. This is contained in a statement published today by NNPC Limited. The signing of the agreement will now allow the deal to proceed to the final stage of conclusion. This move is coming from President Tinubu's directive to the Ministry of State for Petroleum Resources, Oil, and the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, NNPC Limited, to resolve the delayed $1.28 billion Seplat Energy and ExxonMobil deal. Tuesday, President Tinubu has hosted a delegation of ExxonMobil executive led by Liam Mallon, president of ExxonMobil Upstream Company, and assured them that the ExxonMobil Seplat asset divestment deal will be concluded as soon as possible. All right. From all of that, we'll have to round up for now. Mr. Feni and, of course, Mr. Dayo Shubowale, I'd like to thank you for your thoughts on those issues. Good to have you, as always, on the
We'll talk about the Rainbow Nation tomorrow.
Yeah.